are honored to be joined here this evening by Srimati Radhika Ambani ji and Shri Anant Ambani ji. A warm welcome to you. So this evening, we begin with a very special Amigos toast. And may I invite the Amigos of the Global Humane Society and Vantara to please join us on this opening toast. And for the same, let's put our hands together and welcome on stage Brad Andrews.
When you love animals and love each other and trust each other and respect each other, we have a future. You at Vantara love the animals, you take care of them very well, and you respect each other, and the future is bright, and that's important. And a developing theme within Global Humane has been the friendships that we form and the same things that we do. Is that love, rescue, take care of animals because they need a second chance in life. They need third chances in life, and that's what we're all about. And we share the same common thread and tradition. And I think this is very special. And one of the things I've always done since I've been with Robin and Global Humane is to complement that. And I do that because of an old rugby salute one night where you hold your glass, you look at your friends that you love and respect, and you yell, "Amigo!" So we can salute our friends at Vantara. 1, 2, 3.
Amigos. It's now time for, if I could take the liberty to say, one of the most important amigos we have with us tonight. Let's call on stage the President and CEO of Global Humane Society, United States, first human organization and a global voice for animal welfare. She's produced award-winning films like Escape from Extinction, led the beloved Hero Dog Awards, authored several books, and serves on esteemed international boards and has been honored worldwide, including the prestigious Gorilla Prize for Conservation. A respected media presence, her leadership has earned Global Humane some of the highest recognitions for transparency and charitable excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, the amigo herself, please welcome Dr. Robin Ganzert.
Well, friends, I'm so thrilled to be here tonight. Anant, I'm so thrilled to be in your presence again. It's always my privilege and honor to be in a room with you and to have your spirit and your essence and your energy for the animals, and most importantly, that unconditional love. Well, friends, I am Dr. Robin Ganzert. I'm President and CEO of American Humane Society and Global Humane Society, and it's a true honor tonight to welcome you to this extraordinary gathering of compassion, purpose, and hope. At Global Humane Society, our work is rooted in a simple but profound belief. Every living being deserves dignity, care, and respect, and I dare say, our unconditional love. This belief is anchored in our core values of compassion and integrity, and it guides us from farms, it guides us from film sets, to zoos, aquariums, sanctuaries, and conservation centers around the globe. You know, we hold fast to the conviction that protecting animals is not a peripheral effort. Indeed, my friends, it's our moral responsibility, yes, shared by all humanity. Our mission affirms that science, ethics, and compassionate stewardship must not only coexist, but unite to shape a more humane future. Friends, through our Global Humane Certified programs, we set the global benchmark for accountability and excellence in animal welfare. Wherever animals are, wherever they live under human care, or wherever wildlife depends on the fragile ecosystems we share, our commitment is to ensure that they are treated with dignity, respect, and the humane treatment they so deserve. Our mission spans continents, but its impact is deeply personal. It matters to each animal saved, each species protected, each community empowered, and each life touched by our work. That is the heart. Yes, my friends, that's the heart of Global Humane Society, a dedication to protecting the world's most vulnerable and incredible species with compassion, rigor, and global leadership. Tonight, as we come together, we are not simply celebrating a name or a logo. We are affirming, yes, friends, we are affirming a global promise to safeguard lives, to elevate welfare, and to protect the future of the planet we all share. Friends, tonight, the reason we are here is to honor and to share a milestone that represents not only excellence, but a deep, unwavering commitment to animal welfare. Please join me in welcoming Vantara CEO, Mr. Vivan Karani.
Good evening, everybody. This reflects the extraordinary vision of our founder, Sri Anant Ambani. His compassion, his courage to dream at a scale that the world has never seen, and his belief that every life deserves dignity make him a truly exceptional human being. A guiding light, not just for Vantara, but for the entire global community of animal welfare. His leadership inspires us every day to aim higher, care deeper, and redefine what humane care can be. To Dr. Robin, thank you for believing in our work and for standing with us in the mission of compassion and hope. Thank you.
I would like to invite Chief Communications Officer, Global Humane Society, Georgia Boyer, on stage to honor our esteemed Indian dignitaries. Let's welcome Principal Scientist at the Bombay Natural History Society, pioneered India's vulture conservation efforts and led the National Breeding and Recovery Program that shaped key policies like the diclofenac ban. Truly honored to welcome on stage Dr. Vibhu Prakash. Last but not the least, would like to welcome on stage a well-known snake expert and the founder at the Indian Herpetological Society and Carthage Snake Park, has spent over 40 years working to protect reptiles, famous for his 72-hour demonstration with venomous snakes in 1986, continues to inspire people to live safely and respectfully with wildlife. We're truly honored to have him with us tonight, and please welcome Mr. Nilim Khaire.
Now get into our very official remarks, because this is one reason that we're really here tonight. I'm so excited this moment, because we've reached this in the program, the presentation of one of our most important legacy awards in our 150-year history. Tonight, I'm so proud that we are going to be presenting the 2025 Global Humanitarian Award. Friends, this is not an award we give often. It's not an award we give lightly. It's an award reserved for individuals whose compassion is not episodic, but indeed transformational, whose work creates ripples across generations, species, and indeed continents, and very important, work that can disrupt entire ecosystems. Over the years, the Global Humanitarian Award has been bestowed upon only a select few, visionaries whose hearts, leadership, and determination have helped to reshape the landscape of animal welfare and conservation. Past honorees have included Hollywood legends such as Shirley MacLaine, John Wayne, and the beloved Betty White, and U.S. presidents, and indeed many political leaders and global champions for animal welfare whose influence has transcended borders. These individuals have changed the world in ways that will outlive all of us. And this evening, we honor someone whose impact not only stands beside them, but extends the very future of global conservation. Tonight, we honor Mr. Anant Ambani.
Yes, thank you for that cheer. He deserves it. This man is an inspiration, and he has saved more animals than anyone else on this planet. Mr. Anant is not simply a philanthropist. He's not simply a conservationist. He's not simply an animal advocate. He is indeed a visionary, and you know that. One whose imagination is matched by his resolve, whose compassion is matched by his courage, and whose humility is only matched by the extraordinary scale of what he has built. Through Vantara, Mr. Anant has created one of the most ambitious, sophisticated, compassionate sanctuaries on earth. A place where animals are not just sheltered, but they're healed. They're not just protected, but they are restored. They're not just surviving, friends, they are thriving. Vantara is the embodiment of what becomes possible when a leader refuses to treat animals as an afterthought and instead sees their care as a responsibility, a calling, and indeed a sacred trust. Under Mr. Anant's guidance, Vantara spans thousands of acres devoted to care, rehabilitation, research, conservation, and state-of-the-art veterinary medicine. Tens of thousands of animals are impacted every single day. This is indeed remarkable because each have their own story, their own struggle, and Anant, they have their own soul. Their monumental effort that you have done, their true measure of your leadership is not scale, but it is purposeful intention with unconditional love. And you have that unconditional love. What sets you apart is not only the vastness of Vantara, but the depths of your compassion. It is also the gentleness of his approach. It is the sincerity and humility with which he honors every single life, large or small, endangered or common, injured or recovering, in a world often driven by speed and spectacle. Mr. Anant, this man has chosen devotion, and he's chosen love. He has chosen to give a voice for those who cannot speak and otherwise would have no voice. Tonight, as we face unprecedented ecological challenges, biodiversity loss, habitat decline, and accelerating threats to species, Mr. Anant's leadership stands as a beacon of hope. Through Vantara, he has shown what compassionate stewardship looks like and scale. Gosh, I'm so proud to know you. This man has shown what the future, not the past of conservation, the future of conservation can be guided by vision, by heart, and unwavering commitment, and I'm adding moral courage. Moral courage. You know, he has shown what's possible when one individual decides that lives matter, animal lives matter deeply, not in theory, but in practice. And that is why the Global Humanitarian Award exists, to honor rare individuals like this hero on the stage who elevate the world through kindness, through compassion, and through unconditional love, whose work will echo, mark my words, through generations, to honor those who embody the very best of what humanity can and should be. Tonight, Mr. Anant joins a lineage of global icons. In doing so, he continues a legacy of service, compassion, and transformative impact. And that defines this award. Anant Ambani. Congratulations. I believe we have a beautiful video, Anant, that is a tribute to you. Would we like to see that video now? Sure. I think you're going to recognize yourself as the most precious baby in the world. This man started early loving animals. I'm so impressed. Let's watch the video.
A moment that would one day blossom into a safe haven for millions of animals. And from that vision rose Vantara, one of the world's largest and most compassionate wildlife rescue, rehabilitation and conservation initiatives. A place where science meets the soul, where global experts come together to rebuild lives and conservation becomes a way of being. Today, Vantara sets new global standards in care, conservation, welfare and coexistence. Because this is more than a project, it is a movement, a blueprint for how humanity can honour every sentient being we share this planet with. A future where compassion leads and healing begins. And today, we celebrate this extraordinary journey. We honour Shri Anant Ambani with the Global Humanitarian Award, a tribute to his vision. Today is his day.
Friends, from a young child with a dream to the visionary leader he is today, Mr. Anant Ambani's journey is nothing short of extraordinary. It's an amazing, amazing life that we are here to celebrate tonight. Anant, I invite you to join us on the stage, where I'm so honored to celebrate your compassion, your love, and indeed, your vision for Vantara.
Thank you, Dr. Robin, and thank you for giving this award. Thank you for everyone who's come from the US, from all across the world, from Humane Society under Dr. Robin's leadership. I'm extremely grateful and indebted to all of you. A very good evening to every one of you. Wow, tonight feels like truly a larger-than-life image. It is a reminder of why Vantara exists, what Vantara does, and what Vantara will do for the future. Since I was 2 years old, I've been taking care of animals. For me, that was my calling. That was what made me wake up every day, because I would sleep with the thought that what I could do tomorrow to do better for these animals. Since I was a kid, I always dreamt that one day we will do something in India that will guide the world as to how to treat animals. I think that day will come in the near future. I would like to begin by remembering my grandfather, the legendary Shri Dhirubhai Ambani. In our family, his presence has always been felt through his principles. The courage to face challenges head-on, the optimism to find opportunity in adversity, and the belief that compassion is a form of strength. He always said, nothing is impossible. My grandfather started with nothing. He was a petrol pump worker in Aden. He dreamt a dream and he made his dream a reality. So we all come from that school of thought. My father, me, my brother, and everyone in my family, we all come from that school of thought that nothing is impossible. So there are many people here in the room when I spoke about Vantara and we discussed that what we are going to do. I said impossible is not the answer. And many people thought that how are we going to do that? I said if there is a will, there is a way. And we had the will, and today here we are at Vantara. I am equally and endlessly grateful to my parents, my father Mukesh Ambani and my mother Neeta Ambani, who have been my greatest teachers. They have shaped my values long before I knew the meaning of philanthropy. They taught me that respect must extend to every living being, not just every person. They made me realize that privilege is meaningful only when it is used to improve lives, may it be humans or animals. And I'm truly grateful to them for that teaching. They made me realize happiness is better enjoyed when you make someone else happy. So I am truly, truly grateful to my parents. My mother, in particular, nurtured me in a sensitive way towards animals. She helped me understand very early in life that animals feel fear, pain, joy, and loyalty just as we do. As a child, I would bring home injured animals or attempt to rescue birds and small creatures in distress. These were not acts of charity. They were a deep-rooted instinct which was instilled in me by my mother. The instinct to protect whatever comes in front of you who needs it. That instinct eventually grew into purpose, and that purpose took shape as Vantara. So, Vantara is dedicated in Jamnagar, but not only in Jamnagar, we operate all across the world and in India. As I say, in our religion, in our Hinduism, to us, God comes in the forms of animals. Lord Ganesha, the Lord of happiness, the Lord of new beginning, the Lord of prosperity, comes in a form of an elephant. Our Lord of Shakti, our Lord of power, Goddess Amba, comes in a form of a tiger. Our Goddess of strength comes in a form of a lion. Shiva, the creator, comes in a sense of a bull or a turtle. So for us, we see God in our animals. The essence lies in the transformation we witness. In the elephant who takes her first pain-free step after years of suffering, in the big cat who learns to trust again, in the bird who regains the strength to fly and reach for the sky. This is what Vantara is. It does not matter how small, how big, endangered, non-endangered. Every life matters to us. For us here, I would like my great-grandchildren to see all species today existing in the world back in the jungles. For that, conservation breeding is very important because, as we know, every day, even as I talk today, there's some species going extinct somewhere else. So giving back to society in form of a modern Noah's Day Ark. My aim is to create a haven for endangered species in Jamnagar here and in different parts of India. So with rescue, I think endangered breeding program, rescue, rehabilitation, conservation, and human wildlife mitigation is some, because human life matters as well as animal life matters. So we have to work towards doing a lot of human wildlife mitigation, which Vantara in the coming years is going to set up India's largest wildlife institute for studying wildlife and mitigating wildlife human conflict. You'll have the honor to see our university. We are building India's first most wildlife university, which is coming up in Vantara. Most importantly, I would first and foremostly like to thank my wife, Radhika. Without her, I think nothing would have happened. Rewinding 10 years back, I always thought I need someone who'll like animals as much as I do. I need someone who'll love nature as much as I do. And I'm thankful to the Almighty for giving me Radhika. Radhika came in and Vantara became Vantara because of her. She pushed me to make this a formal organization. Without her support, I don't think Vantara would have been a reality. Trust me, she also is as paranoid as I am about our animals. If our animal is sick, not eating, she has sleepless nights, and she'll ask me in the morning, how is the animal doing? She also has her favorites here, Hanuman, the elephant, who I tell her has become adult, but she still wants to be as near to him as when he was 6 months old. So I think she and me both believe in jeev seva. In our culture, jeev seva is extremely important. We are going to make sure that our future generations do not have to see any animals endangered or extinct in the wild. We are going to make sure animals are protected in the wild. Humans learn how to give respect and dignity to animals. That is our calling, so that every animal lives a dignified life. Coming back to the Global Humane, I'm extremely honored to accept this award, and I'm extremely grateful and thankful. Jai Hind, Jai Shri Krishna.